There's no feeling like the exhilaration of live theater, having the lights on you, being in costume, not being you for 2 hours. It's a rush I can't even describe. I was so honored to have the chance to play the role of Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. She's such an iconic role, one of the Bard's most famous, and Juliet in and of herself is such an amazing character because she ends up in a vastly different place from where she begins.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush but paint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swear'st, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkest I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding with light love, that the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all the fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Urinetown is a zany, very different type of musical because it deals with Malthus's theory that humans will eventually outstrip their water supply. I played Hope, the naive daughter of the monopolizing robber baron, if you will, and she ends up leaving him to help the poor, suffering revolutionaries. So she ends up straddling both sides.
When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. But still, here it being, it's leading you, follow your heart. Oh, there it is, so faint, it's saying, of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age
Don't say
of hope.
it.
I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true.
When I was in A Child Shall Lead, we researched the children who lived in Terezin, a concentration camp in Czechoslovakia. I played Jana Helarova, a 7-year-old who actually lived in the camp. It was really special because I felt like I was keeping her story and her memory alive through my performance.
He was very old and very skinny, and he had a long white beard that went all the way down to his lap.
Anything else?
He only had one tooth, this one.
Good. Why was he sitting on the ground?
There was nowhere else to sit. He was trying to eat some crusts of bread, only he couldn't because the bread was too hard for that one tooth to chew. He kept trying. I told him some of my teeth fell out too, but that Eva said new ones would grow.
In The Heiress, I was really lucky to get the chance to play Catherine Sloper. She goes on an extraordinary journey throughout the show. She starts as a very shy, timid, reserved girl, and when she bristles with what she thinks is love, changes very complicatedly. She becomes calloused and hard and turned off to the world.
Father, is he not the most beautiful man you've ever seen?
He is good looking, Catherine, but you wouldn't let a consideration like that sway you unduly.
Oh, no, Father, but that is what is so wonderful to me. That he should have everything. Everything that a woman could possibly want. And he wants me. He jilted me.
What?
Morris jilted me.
My dear girl.
Now do you admire me, Father?
Catherine.
Don't be kind to me, Father. It doesn't become you. You only took your estimate of me. You should be elated.
Catherine, I'm mortally ill. Don't withhold your natural affection.
I have no affection for you, Father.
Because I tried to protect you from Morris Townsend.
No, I see why you acted as you did about him.
Even that I was right.
No, you thought that any handsome, clever man would be as bored with me as you were, and would love as little as you did. It was not love that made you protect me, it was contempt. Am I to thank you for that?
Catherine, someday you will come to me and tell me I did you a great service.
I can tell you now what you've done. You've cheated me. If you could not love me, you should have let someone else try.
Catherine, Morris Townsend did not love you.
I know that now thanks to you.
Better know it now than 20 years hence.
Why? I lived with you for 20 years before I found out that you didn't love me. I don't think that Morris could have hurt me or starved me for affection more than you did, Father.
It was amazing to see the whole truth, the play that I wrote, performed in front of me. I can't tell you how thrilling it was to see life breathed into the words that I wrote. The best part of the process, though, was collaborating with my peers and listening to their advice to make my work even better. That was something that meant the world to me.
Are you serious? You won't even consider it?
Absolutely not.
You have no idea what you're doing to me.
Ultimately, you did this to yourself. Now, please, I'm late for a meeting with the superintendent.
But I'm not finished yet.
Well, I am. I had legal troubles.
What type of legal troubles?
It was a long time ago. Who I was then has nothing to do with who I am now.
What type of legal troubles did you have, Mr. Clark?
It's unimportant. I don't want to talk about it.
Answer the question, Mr. Clark.
I told you I don't want to...
Answer the question!
Theater has shaped who I am today, and no matter what I choose to major in college, it is something I will continue to do the rest of my life.